practical stuff. Okay, so in today's class we will learn what is the model based testing. Okay, and as we know, like Tosca is depend on the model based approach and it is following the model based approach. How we can use the model based testing, what exactly model based testing is, nothing but everything we will learn it. Okay, so model based testing is nothing but it is a software testing technique where it will represent the functional behavior of the application. Okay, model based testing is nothing but it would represent the functional behavior of the application, which abstract the model and it represents the system behavior. Okay, take an example. We have an application and that application I want to automate it. Okay, for automated is nothing but what exactly we are doing. Whatever steps we are manually performing, same steps we will perform it using the automation tool. Okay, but whatever manual steps we are performing, for performing those steps we need some uh, attributes, we need some behavior, how system will react it. Okay, so those things we will capture it using the model based approach. Okay, or we can say it is a high level representation of the system. Model is nothing but it is a high level representation of the system. Okay, so using that high level representation we will generate multiple tests, or it will automatically generate the tests using that model. Okay, using that model it will generate automatically multiple tests. Okay, and same test we can execute in the actual system using on the model based behavior. Okay, so this is all about the model based testing. In depth, when we will see the practical, that time you will get the more idea about the model based approach. Okay, so why to use the model based testing? Because we can improve the coverage. Okay, we can explore the all the edges, all the coverage. We can explore the different paths using that model. Okay, test case creation is fast as compared to the other approach. Okay, because we get the functional behavior of the application, we can generate or we can speedily develop our test. Okay, we can easily maintain our test case. Suppose our model is not working, then we have to fix the model, then it will automatically fix the our 5 test cases. Take an example, same model we have used in the 5 test cases. Okay, suppose model is not working, then we will easily fix it. That means easy maintenance is. Okay, so benefit of the model based testing is that early defect detection, second is that reusability, third is consistency. Take an example. Let me open the Tosca commander here.
Somebody need to mute that mic. A lot of disturbance. Yeah, better.
Yeah. Okay. Take an example. I have one model. Okay. This is the login model. Okay. Using that login model, I can create multiple test cases. Okay. These are the test cases I have created using that model. Okay. We will learn in depth about each and every component. Don't worry about that. Just I am explaining what is the model based approach and how it is reusable and how we can easily maintain it. Okay, take an example, this model I am using in the 5 test cases. Okay, these are the 5 test cases, all the 5 test cases I am using the same model. Suppose my module is not working correctly, like this field is not working, login field is not working. Okay, then if I fix the module directly in the module section, then all my 5 test cases will work, or all my 5 test cases will automatically fix it. No need to come here and do the changes. Okay, whatever changes we have to do it on the module level only. Okay, so that is why we can say the advantage of the model based testing is that reusability. Okay, same model we can use in the 5 test cases, easy maintenance, we have to simply do the changes on the single model, automatically our all the 5 test cases will fix where we use that model. Okay, so this is all about the model based testing. When we will go in depth in the practical, you will get the more idea about it. Okay, so Tosca is follow on the model based approach, where it will get the high level models, or it will get the system behavior. Okay, so instead of creating the manual script, or instead of creating the test using manually, what we can do, Tosca will generate the multiple test cases using that reusable models. Okay, same model we can use in the 10 test cases as per our requirement. Okay, that is called as a reusable test. Okay, for model based approach, what are the things we can do? We will design our test case, we will automate our test case, or we can automatically generate our test cases, and once our test case is ready, then we can execute our test case. This is the process we will follow in the Tosca. Okay, first thing is that we have to design our test case. Second thing is that after the test case is designed, we have to generate the test automatically, and after that we have to execute that test. Okay, using that model based approach. Okay, same model we have to use in the test case section. Once our test case is ready, then we will provide the test data and we will execute that test case. Okay, we will see practically how we can do the same thing. Okay, so before that, let us understand what are the other key features of the Tosca. Okay, first key feature is that model based testing approach. Okay, second is that cross platform testing. Suppose I want to execute my test case on the different browsers. Okay, on the Edge, on the Chrome, on the Safari, then we can easily do it using the Tosca. Okay, third feature is that continuous integration. We can easily do the integration with the different tools like Jenkins, Dex, database testing, SQL integration. Those stuff we can easily do it. Okay. Fourth is that AI powered test automation. Using that copilot feature, we can understand, or we can create the TQL queries and other stuff. Okay, we will see in coming lectures. Okay. Fifth is that comprehensive test coverage. How we can um consider, like, we have covered all the test coverage as per the requirement. Okay, how we can think it. Okay, we have one component, that is the requirement component. So using that requirement component, we will understand, are we completed all the test cases as per the requirement or not. Okay, everything we will understand it using this comprehensive test coverage. Okay, that step also we will coming in the coming lecture we will say it. Okay, sixth is easy test maintenance, reporting and analytics. Okay, we will see these stuff also. So let us come back here. Installation. Does everyone install the Tosca commander in our local machine? or need to install the Tosca commander?
Oh, okay, I haven't installed yet, so I need to.
Okay.
Can you send the link and how to do that? Is it possible?
Okay. Maybe our team will reach out to you for installation. Okay, they will guide you. Uh, okay, the system requirement is that CPU should be i5, minimum i5 version. Okay, RAM should be 16 GB, and minimum hard disk space should be 200 GB. Okay, so this is the system requirement. And for installation, my team will reach out to everyone and they will guide you how to download the Tosca commander and how to take the trial license and everything, because for trial license we need a business email ID. Okay, so right now I will guide you how to download it. Okay, I will provide this link, but this link should, it will not work until and unless if you have the business email ID. Okay, same link I will provide you here. Okay, so you have to come here and go to the Tricentis Tosca. You can download this version 2024.1, or else you can log in with business email ID and it will show the number of versions. Okay, now currently latest version is that 2025 something is there. Let me see. Yeah, 25.1 is the latest version. Or else you can download this one 24.1, that is also fine. 25.1, let's see.
అయిపోయిందా స్ట్రైటనింగ్ హోంవర్క్ అయిపోయిందా నిజంగానా
Mute చేయాలి
Guys,
మీరు.
guys, can you go on the mute? Okay, so yeah, I will maybe today after this lecture. Okay, my team will reach out to you as to Infosys and they will guide you how to download it and they will provide the license. Okay, same way like we have to, once we have to download it, we have to request for the license. Okay, so this is the link. I will share this link with you. Okay, so you have to enter your business email ID registered and password one, then you have to request for the license.
How long you can use that?
Sorry.
How long you can use that? The trial period.
They mention like 14 days, but it will extend like 1 month, more than that also.
Okay.
Okay. If it is expired, then again, we
Create
will
another
provide the
email.
yeah, we have to try with the another email ID. Yeah.
So if you try with another email, the data you saved it will be saved there, or you'll be losing everything.
No, no, data will save it.
Okay. Because it will
Okay.
be totally a new user ID and all those things, right?
Yeah. Understood. Data will save. Okay. So on my previous class, I have created multiple workspace, so all the data is available after the license expired also. Okay, so that is not the big task. All right, so today your first task is that you have to download the Tosca commander in your local machine. Okay, and once it is downloaded, then tomorrow I will guide you how to install it. All right.
Do we have any question QA here right now? Question and answer.
Yeah, you can ask the question if you have any doubt. Yeah, till here, anyone have any doubt, any question?
Okay, I have a question. I'm Sunil here.
Mm-hmm.
So I just joined this pre-demo thing. I've been working for 13 years in manual testing. I work from home from last 5 years. I work in healthcare and state projects. So I'm trying to understand this concept of model testing and all those things. So how does this work in a agile environment when you do sprint by sprint? Because I've seen some demos where on this Tosca where you have to scan the whole application every time you do it, and the whole application get scanned and all the controls have been saved, and you have basic settings, advanced settings, and you do all those things. So how does this work for every sprint? A tester will be using his test cases, writing his acceptance criteria test cases. How does it work? Like you telling all the time is model house testing and all those things, model based
Mm-hmm.
testing. So I'm a little confused regarding that. Like, if I don't need to repeatedly test the whole application, right? I want to test the whole functionality on the
Mm.
basis of the sprint. Suppose I get 5 user stories in my job. So how
Okay.
does those test cases I can use the acceptance criteria they give it to me? How can I put that in the model based testing? Like here you told, like I've seen some videos where I'm talking is you go to login button, you go to if you open
Yeah.
application, it selects each and every
Yeah, I
control.
understood your question. Mm. Mm.
That is where my main concern is. Like I'm a little confused over there. Like how does it work?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I understood your question. Okay, let me explain you. Take example, we are working in the agile methodology.
Yeah,
Okay, and we have like 2 week sprint.
right.
Okay, and in the 2 week sprint, we are planning for. Take example, we are this week we are planning for the two models. Okay,
You mean to
I'm
do
not
so
going.
two must be two user stories.
Yeah, models is nothing but the two user story, or we
Okay,
can say as a
okay,
multiple user story, but it is related all about these models. Okay,
okay.
okay. Take an example, 5 user stories. Okay, okay. 5 user story. It is all related to these two models only. Okay. Then, as a QA, as an automation tester, what we have to do? We have to go through the requirement. Okay,
Yeah,
requirement is clear or not? Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
requirement is not clear, then again we will discuss with the product owner and we will sort out those issue. Okay, if requirement is clear, we got the requirement document, and as per the requirement document, what are the attributes are available. Okay, take an example. We got the requirement in the register module. We have 10 attributes. Okay, 10 attributes. Sorry, I have written 20. Yeah, like name. Okay, first name, last name, age, and mobile number, email field. Like that, we have the 10 attributes. Okay. So as a model-based approach, our first thing what we are doing, we are scanning the application and we are creating the model. Correct? Our first model is ready here. Okay, scanning the application and creating the model. Let me show you on the application so you will get the more idea about it. Okay, so this is the register model. Okay, this is the register of the any application you can take. This is the dummy application. Okay, so these are the attributes are available like first name, last name, email. Okay, once I scan this application and I will create one model. Okay, and as a QA, what we can do, we will write multiple test cases for this register model. Correct? Positive, negative, as well as like special character, it will allow special character or not. If we are not entering the mandatory field and directly click on the register button, these error pop-up will show or not. Correct?
Yeah,
These type
yes.
these type of test cases we can write it. Okay, and those test cases we have to validate in the Tosca. Okay, for that we can create the multiple test cases using the single model. That is the thing what I explain you in the here. For login model, same model I can use in the multiple test cases. Similarly, for register model, I will scan the register model, I will create one model, and same model I will use in the 5 test cases. In that positive, negative, all the combination I can create it. Okay. Similarly, I will do for the login model. Okay. Like that, each and every sprint, take an example, first sprint is completed and we have created the 10 test cases for the five for the register model, 5 for the second user story, that is the login one. Okay, 10 test cases we have created. In the next sprint, they are added the new model. Okay, new model is nothing but they have added the home page. Okay, and they have added the search functionality. Okay, so again, same thing we will do here also. Okay, we will execute the previous test cases, whatever test cases we have automated, and meanwhile we will start designing and working on the these coming models or coming user stories. Like this it will work in the agile. There is no big difference here.
No, the thing is, why I'm asking is every sprint, the stories we get, we have a particular functionality. We're not
Mm,
generalizing anything. So we have to execute exactly what the acceptance criteria tell you to do it. So we have to
mm,
only concentrate on that particular functionality, what they have given to us, and that is what been coded. So my question is like, do we need to again do that everything what we did in the previously in the previous sprint, or we can restrict what we're supposed to do, what the developer has developed according to the code level?
no, no. Not the according to the code level, according to the acceptance criteria. Take an
Yeah,
example, according to the acceptance criteria on the previous sprint, whatever thing is correctly working, that is fine. Okay, we are not doing any changes in the current sprint on the previous model.
yeah,
Okay, okay, in the registered model, these are the attributes are available and somehow develop these attributes are not working in the next sprint. Then we have to raise the bug like this model is not working, or this attribute or whatever functionality or this user story is not working. We can directly raise the bug. We are not doing changes as per the code. we have to change. Is there any new functionality is done, or is there any new story for the existing functionality we are changing? Accordingly, we have to change our like test case, but we are not changing as per the code.
Because when they give the acceptance criteria, so and so you have to do, but how, like, I'm sorry to ask you so many questions, but how does the scanning part work there with the Tosca when only they ask us not to go to this field, you have to just go to this field and get this expected result. How does it work in Tosca? Like, how does it is going to skip the remaining part and it will go to whatever I'm expecting?
Okay,
Right now,
so
see,
those.
I'll tell you one thing.
Mhm.
As you said, and log into the application with the regular credentials and go to the home screen. And this is how we write the test case, right? Go to this URL, expect the
Mhm.
result is you have to see the screen and go to this tab, try to click on the tab and go to the screen, make sure you see that all the fields are available in the screen. Okay, that is done. That is the sprint, we are done. Next sprint we come, and there is another story where it is related to the previous sprint, but do we have to run the whole thing, or we can skip the first sprint information and go to the exactly what he asked us to do, like go click on this particular field and you see the expected result. Can you skip like that, or you have to run the whole thing again? What we ran in the sprint in the first sprint?
Okay, let me clear this one. Okay, take an example. In Instead of the sprint one, I will tell you two test cases. Okay, one test case one, which we have automated on the previous sprint. Okay,
Yeah,
and this is all about the register process. Okay, for understanding purpose. Okay, register process as well as login process. Okay, in the first sprint we have done the register process as well as login process. Okay, and second coming or current sprint we are working on the home page. Okay, and we can't access directly home page, correct, until and
yeah,
unless we have to log in it.
yeah.
Okay, then we have to, as a prerequisite for this second test case, we have to use this login process model. Okay, existing login process model. Okay, register model it is not required. Okay, because we register process is one time only, and that process we already done with that user. If we have not done with that user, then we have to run that test case. Okay, if
We're
it is
just using the
dependent, then
login.
only we have to use it. If it is not dependent, then no need to use the previous existing test cases. You can execute that previous sprint data test cases separately.
Like a regression.
Okay, are you understand what I try to explain you?
Yeah, yeah, I got your point. Like you said, like because login screen is always there for every functionality because
Correct.
you have to log in, so we can use
Yeah,
that model. The remaining part
no need to execute it.
execute, but the remaining part you have to. How do you scan the remaining part? Like how do you select the what do you call the attributes? Like because
Take
when
an
you
example.
scan the application,
See,
it will take everything, right? That's what I'm understanding. So
don't
we can
combine those
delete.
stuff. Okay, come here. Let me explain you. See here, what we are doing, we are creating this multiple models. Okay, first model I have created for the login one. Okay, similarly I can create the model for the register. Okay, so I will create a two separate test cases. Okay, one is for login one, another one is for the register one. Let me
Yeah.
rename this one as a. Okay, and now I am working on the home page test case. Okay, so
Okay.
this is the high level I am explaining. This is not the best practice. Okay, take an example. This is the home page, and in that home page what model we need login model. Okay, Then we have two models. One is for login, second is for register. Then no need to touch with the register model. Directly you can drag this login model, go to the test case and drop here. Okay. And
Okay.
next model is that your homepage model. So take an example, consider this is my homepage model. You can drag this one and drop in your test case. That's it. We are not touching anything for the register model because that is not required right now here. Okay. If it is required, then again we can come here from the model section and we can use the register model from here and use in the test case. There is nothing changes here. Okay. Once we scan the model, that model is exist here. No need to change anything here.
Okay,
We
when
have to
you come to
simply
live, when you give an example, live example, then I think I can better understand. I'm sorry, I'm little confused about this, the whole application scanning, but yeah, when we come to the example, then I can better understand, I think, because
okay. Yeah.
that is very important for me because trying to understand this whole thing because I've seen a couple of demos from other people, not on the YouTube and here there. Then when they do the application scanning, they scan the
Hmm.
whole attributes and controls and everything. Like I don't want the whole thing, the whole application. I want a particular part only. I want to scan and save those controls,
Okay.
attributes, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't want to drag it too
Yeah.
far
Yeah.
for this one, but when we come to the real scenario, then I can understand.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. We will come to that point. Okay. So let's see further. Okay. So next topic is the Tosca component and workflow. Okay. If you understand this component, okay, and also workflow, how exactly the workflow will work in the Tosca commander, okay, then you will get the more idea about this. Okay.
Okay.
Which is the first step and how we can start the automation, everything. Okay. So let us understand what are the components are available in the Tosca. There are four main components. First is the Tosca commander. Okay. Using the Tosca commander, we will design our test case, we will create the model, we will execute our test case, we will do all the part integration stuff, everything using the Tosca commander. That is our first component. Okay. Second component is the Tosca executor. Using the Tosca executor, only we will execute all the test suite. Okay. Whatever test suite we have created in the Tosca commander, same test suite we will execute using the Tosca executor. Okay, that is our second component. Third component is the Tosca xscan, or we can call as a Tosca wizard. So using that Tosca xscan, we will simply scan the application and create the models. That is the main task we will perform it using the Tosca xscan. Okay, what we will do, we will scan the application and we will create the models. Creating the models only using this model, using this component, that is called as a Tosca xscan. Fourth component is the test repository. Okay, whatever test data is available, okay, that test data we will store in one of the repository. Okay, that is the Tosca repository. Using from there only we will fetch the data, test data. Like in manual testing or in other automation tool, mostly what we will do, we will save our test data in the Excel sheet. Okay, for login credential or any test data, we will save in the Excel sheet and we will fetch from it. Okay, but here also we have extra feature, that is the repository. We have the cloud repository where we will save our test data and we can fetch it. Okay, so in the coming lectures we will see how we can do the integration with the cloud repository with the Tosca commander, how we can fetch the data, how we can update the data, everything we will cover in the coming classes. Okay, so till now you have to remember we have the four components, main components. First is Tosca commander, second is Tosca executor for execution purpose, third is Tosca xscan for the scanning the model or creating the model, and fourth is that test repository
The
for
test case
storing the test.
design, all those things comes under what?
It will comes under the Tosca commander.
Okay. That has to be
Yeah,
approved, pre-approved, and all those things happens in on that commander, test task commander.
correct. Yeah,
Okay.
in the Tosca commander have different options. So we'll see in the next slide.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the actual workflow, or we can say also in the Tosca commander, these are the components are available. Okay, so these are the sub components of the Tosca commander. So we are talking about the first component, that is the Tosca commander. Okay,
This works for
so
the
we have,
integration part also, like uh,
yes,
different
and
applications can be integrated.
you are talking about the Jenkins, Jira, ADO,
And
correct?
third party tools and all those things.
Yes, yes, we can do the integration with the Tosca commander only.
Okay.
This tool, yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
All
Anybody
right,
wants to ask
no
the
problem.
question, they can ask. I'm done.
Yeah, so here let us understand the Tosca workflow. Okay, so there are different components are available, but actual the workflow it will work like this. Okay, first thing is that once you will get the requirement, okay, so in the like software development life cycle, if you come to that point, okay, first thing what we need for writing the test cases or designing the test cases, first thing we need is a requirement. Okay, this is the first step. Okay, so using that requirement, we have the requirement section. Okay, using that requirement section, we will write all the requirements, we will create the requirements. Okay, as per the requirement, we will start designing the test cases. Okay, next module is that, next component is that test case design section. Okay, so test case design section, here we will start designing the test cases as per the requirement. Okay, as per the requirement, we will start designing the test cases. Okay, once our designing is completed as per that, and also we got the build from the developer, we will start working on the module section. Okay, so in that module section, what exactly thing is available, we will, what exactly thing we will do, we will scan the application and we will create the models. Okay, like login module, register module, like that we will create the modules as per the designing. Okay, so in that module section have the all the technical informations. Okay, all the technical informations is nothing but like all the backend thing, like what is the what are the attributes we are scanning, those attributes are uniquely identified or not. Okay, everything it will cover in the module section. Okay, once your module is ready, then we can use the same module into the test case. Okay, same module we will use in the test case, that module get converted as a test step. Okay, so modules get converted into the test step and we can create the test cases here using that same module. Okay, our test case is ready, we will run that test case. Okay, we will stabilize that test case, we will provide the test data, then we will execute that test case into the execution section. Okay, we will execute that test case into the execution section. Okay, here we will execute the test case with the different environments, dev, stage, QA, prod, UAT. Okay, same test case we can execute on the different environments, only we have to change the configuration. Okay, so whatever report we will generate it, then we have to simply download that report or we can see that report, like how many test cases are pass fail. Okay, this is the actual workflow in the Tosca.
If the test case fails, is it automatically creates a bug for it? How does it work like that?
It depends how you are configuring that Jira with the Jira, sorry, Tosca with the Jira tool, or how you are configuring that Tosca with the Azure DevOps tool. Okay, It depends on it. If you did the configuration properly, then automatically it will generate the bug, it will create it, or else it will show some report and then you can manually create the QA bugs.
Okay.
Okay, mostly automatically we are not creating, because many times what happen, sometimes because of the weight issue, sometimes because of the application issue, it is not loaded on the time, that time it will fail. Okay, so false failure is happen while the execution. That's why we directly not creating the bugs. So we will cross verify, we will try to fix it, and if we confirm these are the valid bugs, then only we will manually go on that our bug management tools and we will create it.
How about that if sometime the real test data is applied for that, how does the Tosca going to apply to that one? Like how does it consider that this data is really correct one or not? So most of the time we do synthetic data we use to test, but sometimes in the UAT we have to use the real data. And how does the system understand if this is real data and if this is pass or fail?
Yeah, Tosca will not take any data. We have to pass that data. Okay. If we have the different environments, we have the different test data, then accordingly we have to do the configuration. Okay, we have to put the condition. Like if you are using the dev environment, then ABC user should be used. Okay. If you are using the UAT environment, the real data you have to take from the database or you have to provide it, then Tosca can use that data.
Is
Okay.
this database is linked to the Tosca like that?
Yeah, we
We
can.
have to link,
Yeah,
we have to configure that.
we have to do the integration. We have to do the configuration with the database with the Tosca.
Okay.
Yeah. So far, anyone have any question in the Tosca workflow?
I'm the only one speaking, but there are so many people now. Nobody's having any questions.
That's fine.
Are you from India?
Yeah.
Okay. So most of them from India too. Here, the people are.
No, for Sam, it's the first time, so we would like to understand before we have any questions. So, from Selenium, and this is the first time we are learning about Tosca. So that's the reason we don't want to ask too many questions. First, we want to get the background knowledge of what it is, and then we can, once we understand, then we'll have definitely have more questions.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fine.
I just did my research. That's it. I have never worked on this. I never even heard about this. So I just did my research and I came to the class, and that's the reason I have questions there because I watch plenty of videos about this Tosca and see
Mm.
like how good it is. I checked on Chat GPT. I checked on Perplexity and everywhere. Like what is the better test gear or Tosca? Which one is better? So they gave me option is Tosca is always better model testing compared to
Yeah.
test scaling. So that's the reason I'm attending the class because I get plenty of emails
Yeah, you
and
will get the more idea about once you attend this class, you will get more idea what are the functions and how we have to use everything. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
just I'm trying to
no
upgrade
issue. You can ask
myself.
the questions whenever you feel like it is not clear. Yeah, you can stop me and you can ask the question. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for too many questions, but the thing
No,
is,
no, no problem.
I'm still working and I'm safe. I'm doing good right now, but I'm trying to take a chance and see like if I want to upgrade myself, how good this app will like
Yeah.
this tool will be helping me. That is the reason I'm asking so many questions
Okay.
because
Okay. No problem. Yeah.
yeah, so that's the only thing because I don't want to just come to the class and sit like that's the reason I just did my search and everything and see that how good it is. But they say like Tosca is better than the other one. So that's what I
Yeah,
was thinking. Like I want to just understand the whole concept and follow that.
yeah, understood. Yeah, yeah, no problem. You can ask whenever you have the questions. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, this is all about the workflow. Okay. So in the coming classes, we will see each and every component. Okay. Test case design, create model, test case section. Okay. Let me show you the Tosca commander here. Okay. You can see here different sections. Okay. Test case section, execution section, model section, reporting section, requirement, test case design section, test planning section. Okay. So we will see each and every section. Take an example, this is the model section. Okay, so in that model section, what are the features are available? Okay, how we can use those features for the scanning purpose. Similarly, in the test case section, after the test case section, what are the features, what are the best practices we have to follow in the test case section, and how we can create the test case. Okay, what is the folder structures, what is the naming convention, everything we will cover in the coming classes. Okay, so this is all about talking about these components like requirement component, model component, test case component, test case design component, execution component, and also we have another component that is the reporting component.
Yes, Sachin, this is Subbu. First, I need to install. Once I installed into the machine, then we can able to see this tool. And while opening the tool, I can able to see all the list of things, right? The tabs, what and all it is showing, the
Correct.
create object, create photo, everything is being doing. But we have to go one by one, and we have to create setup internally with from based on our need what we need, right?
Correct. Yeah. Once you install that Tosca commander, then by
Mm.
default these components are available. Okay,
Okay.
and it
Yeah, I didn't
depends on
install
you.
yet. Yeah, I want
Mhm.
today I can go and do that installation first and check it out. I'm able to see all the things. Um,
Yeah.
because we start from scratch, that it'll be good to understand what and all listed there.
Yes, we are starting from the scratch only.
Mm, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's come back to the PPT. Okay. First thing is that once our installation, Tosca installation is done, okay, first thing what we have to do, we have to create the workspace. Okay, that is our first task. Let me close this one. Okay, once you install the Tosca commander, you can see this first option, that is the, this is empty. You can see first time first step only. Okay, first step workspace is available. Once you install the Tosca commander, then your first step should be the create the workspace. Okay, how to create the workspace, you can see there is two button, one is open and second one is the create new. Okay, you have to simply click on the create new. Okay, once you click on the create new, it will show the this window, that is the create new workspace. Okay, so in that window there are multiple repositories are available. Okay, let me explain you each and every repository here. Okay, you can see there are multiple repositories are available. Okay, so single user workspace and other SQLite also single user, Oracle, MS SQL, DB2, these are the multi-user workspace. Okay, let me explain you what is the single user workspace and multi-user workspace. Anyway, we are covering both the thing. Okay, let me give brief idea about the each and every workspace. Okay, single user workspace is nothing but if you are using the single user, okay, single user is using that workspace, then he is the owner of that workspace. Okay, he is the only access, he is the owner of that workspace, he can modify anything, He can edit, he can delete anything to inside that workspace. Okay, any test case he can delete it. Okay, we can say as a single owner. Okay, take an example. uh, I have my own workspace and I have created through the single repository. Okay, single user workspace I have created it. Then someone try to access my workspace, he is not able to access that workspace. Okay, he is not able to access my test cases, he is not able to access my workspace. Okay, I am the only owner of that workspace, then I am the only can edit it, I am the only can see the changes, no one can see the changes there. Okay, that is the single user workspace. Second is that multi-user workspace, and this is mostly everyone in the company we are using the multi-user workspace. Okay, in that multi-user workspace, take an example. In my team we have the 5 QAs. Okay, everyone, take an example, like user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5. Okay, all the 5 QAs can access same workspace. What I am saying, same workspace they can access it. Okay, if I am accessing the same workspace, another QA also accessing the same workspace, then all the changes, take example, if I do any changes in the test case section, then second QA also can see the changes. Okay, he can see the changes, and also he want to edit it, he can edit it. He want to delete the changes, yes, he can definitely delete the changes in the multi-user workspace. That is the main difference between the single user workspace and multi-user workspace. In that multi-user workspace, all the members can see the changes, all the members can edit, or all the members can create the new test cases, new or all the members can modify the test cases, anything they can do it, and they can parallelly see the changes in the multi-user workspace. But the single user workspace, I am the owner, then I have the only access to see the test cases, see the workspace, access the workspace, everything I have the only access. But in the multi-user workspace, all the team member have the access, they can modify it, create it, delete it, everything they can do it. Make sense? Any question here?
Yeah, so what is recommended, multi-user or a single? Like we have in GitHub, right? For Selenium, when we use in Eclipse, we do okay. In GitHub, we can do these things, but here, so do you recommend multi-user or works or a single user as
in
by
the
default?
organization in the organization by default we are using the multi-user workspace. Okay,
Okay, okay,
by
thank
default.
you. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
but single user workspace, for understanding purpose, for training purpose, we are using this single user workspace. Okay,
Okay, okay, thank you.
Sachin, this is Vanna here, and I just want to know how we are not using any coding in here. Can you just give a slide demo here? Like it looks like it's a manual testing. How is it different than manual testing?
okay, so yeah, I will show you. Okay, first I will create the workspace here. Okay, so here we have the different options. Okay, right now I will select the create single user workspace. Okay, by default I will choose this path, and I will give the name as a workspace as a demo_1. Okay, so this is the template. I will enable this one and it will show the standard subset. Okay, I will come to this point later on. Okay, right now while creating this workspace, I will select this as a use workspace template and click on the OK. Okay, All right. So yeah, this is my workspace. Okay. Now, once you create the workspace, by default, you can see the all the tabs here. Okay. If some tabs are not able to see it, you have to simply go to the home tab, go to the sections, and you want to see other tab, you have to simply click on it. That tab, it will automatically come here. Okay. So now I will come to your question, like how it is different, why, like, are we using the coding here or not? Okay. Take an example. I want to automate this login scenario. Okay. For that, if we are using the Selenium, then we have to write almost 20 lines of the code with the installing or importing other third party stuff. Okay. But here we have to simply scan the application. Okay. I will go to the scan, click on the application. I will select the application here, click on scan. Okay, I will select on screen here, and only we have to select the attributes, which attributes we need to automate. I need this email field. I need this password text field, remember me, forget password, and this login button. Okay, so these are the attributes I need for creating the login test case. Okay, I will simply save this one, and here my module is ready. Okay, I will rename this as a login one. Okay, this is my module. Okay, till here I am not using any coding is not required anyway. Okay, I have just to simply scan the application and created the module for the login one.
Oh,
And here in the test case folder I will create one test case, and I will give the name as a login. Okay, I will change the work state to the in work. So from the module we have created one module. We have to simply drag that module and drop in the test case section. Okay, once I drag and drop, my test case is ready here. Only I have to provide the test data. Okay, just now I will provide some test data here. I have created my user. Okay, and I will do the click operation here. Okay, my login test case is ready here. I will simply run in the Scratchbook. Okay, now you can see it enter the credentials, email ID, password, and it is executed here. Okay, here also you can see it enter the email, password, and click on the login button.
and how this data has like the credentials for like email and password are getting entered. Like for this case, we are doing it manually with our hand. So do we have some connections where we can run all of these, like some database connected or something?
Yes, we can do the database connection. You can take the data from the Excel sheet. You can take the data from the repository. We have the Tosca
Okay.
repository where there also we can save the data.
Oh, thank you so much. Really.
So does this generate some code? Can we see where it is generating the code?
No, it will not generate any code.
Uh, okay, so just we cannot play with the codes in anything anymore.
You want to play it, then you have to play here only. You want to
Okay.
change the data, you can change it, or you want to add any other attributes, you have to play here in the model section. That's it.
Also, when we give the requirements, does it automatically generate the test case design, or as a QA, we need to generate those test case
We
designs?
have to we have to generate the test case design. We
Uh,
have to
So,
design it.
so it just automatically generates the test cases, not the designs.
No, everything we have to design it.
Okay,
Like
but it generate the test cases with the help of the module.
it will generate the test cases with the help of the model section. This model, it will generate the test
Okay.
cases.
So only
Yeah,
part we need to do is just test case design.
correct.
Okay. Thank you.
So it is first, yeah, sir. Yeah, it is executed. Now where we can see that screenshot validated things, anything is recorded there.
Yeah, we can see in the execution section, but just now I
Okay,
have executed in the trial basis. That is the
okay,
scratch book. It will not save any log file.
okay. Because we need to, once we completed, we need to know whether it executed successfully or not to attach the screenshot somewhere else. That's what I yeah. So you're saying
Yeah,
that
that
execution,
thing
right?
we can see in the execution section.
Oh,
Correct.
okay, okay, sure. Thank you.
So does this generate the reports now?
Yeah, it will generate the reports after the execution is done in the here. I have executed in the test case section. So
Oh,
in
okay.
the test case section, we are executing on the trial basis to check like our test case is stable or not.
So it will generate only when we do the execution in the execution tab.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, got it.
Okay, okay.
So for the negative test cases, we have to add the other data, right? Mm.
Hmm.
Yes. You can
Yes.
similarly you have to create the negative test case also. I will I will show you here. This is my negative test case, and here I will not provide
Okay.
password field,
Yeah.
or you can provide the wrong password, that is also fine. Like that
And
you can create the
and if the UI changes, we have to scan the again that module.
existing model. Yes.
Okay.
While scanning the UI, can we skip particular controls and just do only a particular section of controls?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and also while generating reports, can we integrate it with Slack and all?
Yes, we can integrate with the Slack, or you can integrate with the email, or you can integrate with the Azure DevOps.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other question, guys?
So I have a question. So here, so first thing is, first step is you have to create a module first, and based on that, we can create a test case design, right? Like just by looking at this, like okay, login or whatever, and we can write the test cases based on the module.
Okay. So in the real time, we have to follow the other thing. Okay. First,
Okay,
we got the requirement. Here we will create the requirement, and after that, we will go to the test case design section. We will design our test case. Then I will come to the model section, and
okay,
after
okay,
that,
okay,
we will create the test case. So
okay,
in the
okay,
PPT, what I showed you, this is the workspace. This is the flow. In the real time, we will follow it.
okay, okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Once we create the test cases, right, they need to be approved before we go to the execution, or how does it
No.
work like?
In the real time, we have to stabilize our test cases here. Okay. Once our all the scenario, all the test cases creation is done, then we have to move to the execution section, and here we have to execute that test case through the execution section, and then we have to tell to the team leader or colleague to review my test cases. Like that, this is the process we will follow here.
Okay. Without them approve, we cannot even execute the test cases. That's what you're saying, right?
We can't merge with the test suite, okay, without approval.
Oh, okay.
Right, any other question, guys? All right, then if no questions, then we can wrap up this call, and tomorrow we will see the next thing, like model section. Okay, so in that model section, what are the different features are available, we will learn it tomorrow. Okay.
Sorry, I do have one last question. Like, what kind of a frameworks generally we use here in this model based? It's a
So there
model
are,
based frame. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
model
go
based
on.
framework, correct.
Okay.
We can call as a model based framework, and also there are two things. Okay, it depends on organization to organization. First thing is that they can call as a best practices. We can directly create the test case in the test case section. Okay, and another framework is that you can directly go through the test case design section, and here it will design the test case, and after that it will come to the test case section.
Since we integrate it with data, it can be also said as a data driven.
By default it is by default we will do the data driven testing. Okay, that
Yeah.
is best practice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do we get a real-time projects to execute this kind of testing?
Real time project means,
Like when after finishing the course,
Good. And you? Oh, this afternoon I was the one who cut when you were coming from the junction.
hello?
I said when you were coming from the junction before you branch, you saw a car crossing you. Oh, it was you. Yeah.
Hey, dude,
it was,
can you mute your
yeah,
phone or mic?
This nigga with his slow car. That's what I was saying. Were you? Did you see? I was the one. No, I never
Quisi,
know it was
Quisi,
you.
can you mute your thing?
yeah,
Thank you.
yes sir.
Okay, so